Listen, guys, listen.
الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيبي وحبيب إله العالمين أبو القاسم محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين الهاديين المهديين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل لا أسألكم عليه أجرا إلا المودة في القربى ومن يقترف حسنة نزد له فيها حسنا إن الله غفور شكور صدق الله العلي العظيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. One of the lesson that I want us to learn from the Ahlul Beit alayhimus salam is to learn the benefit of belief in Ahlul Beit alayhimus salam. In other words, the benefit of wilaya in your life, in all the stages of your life, from this life till the day of judgment. What are the benefits? That when I say I believe in Ahlul Beit alayhimus salam, I give my wilaya to Ahlul Beit alayhimus salam. What are the benefits that I get from Ahlul Beit alayhimus salam? Despite the fact that Yawm al-Qiyamah, there is a Jannah, there is all that. Is there any benefit I can earn from Ahlul Bait alayhimus salam because of my wilaya to them? Or there is nothing? That is what I want to focus on tonight, inshallah. Number one, before I go to the benefit of wilaya of Ahlul Bait alayhimus salam, I want to point the importance of wilaya of Ahlul Bait alayhimus salam. How important is it? According to the fiqh, if somebody comes and tell you, say bad things about Imam Ali, about any of the Imams, in Islam you're allowed to say it. Curse them, otherwise you will be killed. You're allowed to curse them. Say bad things about them, you're allowed to do that. But one thing you're not allowed to do. What is it? If somebody comes and says, you have to denounce Ahlul Bait alayhimus salam. You have to disassociate yourself from them. Here you are not allowed to do that. Even if it's going to cost your life. Saying bad things about them, you're allowed. It's mentioned in the Quran, in Surah Al Imran. One of the companions of the Prophet ﷺ, Ammar, when he was taken into custody by the A'da'ullah, they forced him to say bad things about Rasulullah. They forced him to say bad words about Rasulullah, and he was forced to say, so he said it. After he was released, he ran to the Prophet ﷺ, and he was crying. Ya Ammar, what happened? Khair inshallah? Say, Ya Rasulullah, no, there's no khair. What happened? He said, Ya Rasulullah, I was taken into custody and I was forced to say bad things about you. Allahu Akbar. When he was saying to the Prophet, an ayah came from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to the Prophet. Ya Rasulullah, illa man ukriha wa qalbuhu mutma'innun bil iman. Allah said, Ya Rasulullah, anyone who was forced to say bad things about you, however, the heart is full of iman, there is no problem with him, Ya Rasulullah. That is the importance of wilaya, that you are allowed to say bad things about your imams. In the case of force, in the case of life and death, but you are not allowed to say you denounce on Ahlul Beit alayhi salam. That is one. Number two. Now let me take you to the point. The benefit of wilaya of Ahlul Beit in your life. Number one, in this life that we live in, if I believe in the life of in the wilaya of Ahlul Beit, what are the benefits that I get? Now, number one, the benefit one, and I want us to pay attention, brother, because every year we have to celebrate the birth of Imam. When their death anniversary comes, we commemorate. What is the importance of these days? What? Here's the importance. Because in Islam, if you believe in Ahlul Beit, you commemorate in their sad occasions, and you are happy in their happy occasions. You know what they do? Number one, they make dua for you. Allahu Akbar. Dua for you? Yes. And remember, dua of Ahlul Bayt is not like my dua or your dua. I can tell you I make dua for you. Maybe Allah accept, maybe He doesn't accept. But when Ahlul Bayt make dua for you, Allahu Akbar, there is nothing stops from Allah from accepting your dua. And remember, even Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he has to ask Ahlul Bayt, وَإِذَا دَعَوْتُ فَأَمِّنُوا لِدُعَائِ. The Prophet asked Ahlul Bayt that I want you to come with me. Allah said to the Prophet, Ya Rasulullah, you are the best human being on the planet. You can make dua to Allah and Allah will not say no. But Allah said, Ya Rasulullah, I accept your dua. However you want to, if you want me to accept your dua, Ya Rasulullah, come to Ahlul Bayt. That is the importance of Ahlul Bayt. For that matter, in the hadith, when you have wilaya of Ahlul Bayt, they always make dua for you. And here's the hadith from Imam al-Rida alayhi afdal salatu wassalam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. One of the companions of Imam al-Rida came to him and he said, Ya Sayyidi, I want you to make dua for me. Pray for me. And now listen to the answer of Imam al-Rida. It's mentioned in Bihar al-Anwar. I said, Awalastu af'al? Allahu Akbar. Don't you think I make dua for you? He said, I make dua for you. How? The man asked Imam al-Rida. He said, Inna a'malakum, your a'mal, your deeds, your 5 daily prayers, hajj, zakat, everything that we do. He said, tu'radu alayna ashiyata kulla ithnain wa khamis. Every Monday night and Thursday night. You remember the importance of these 2 days. When the hadith tells you that it's mustahab to fast 2 days, Mondays and Thursdays, remember, because it's the day that your account is being sent to your Imam. Our 12th Imam, every Monday and Thursday, he sees our account. What did I do? What did you do? He reads them. What happened? He said, when I look into your a'mal and I see you are the ones who carry the wilaya of Ahlul Bayt, he said, فَنَدْعُوا لَكُمْ. We make dua for you. Allahu Akbar. Dua for me, yes. And then Imam al-Rida didn't stop there. And then he said, أَمَا تَقْرَأَ قَوْلَهُ تَعَالَى. Don't you read the ayah of Quran? Where Allah says, وَقُلْ اعْمَلُوا فَسَيَرَى اللَّهُ عَمَلَكُمْ وَرَسُولَهُ وَالْمُؤْمِنُونَ. They said, Al-Mu'minun, nahnu Ahlul Bayt. That is one of the benefits that Ahlul Bayt, they make dua for you. So always be grateful to Allah that you have pure people who are making dua for you while you and I are asleep. That is number one. Number two, one of the benefits of wilaya of Ahlul Bayt in our life. When one of the difficult time, what is the difficult time? During the time of death. And that is the most difficult time. At the time of difficulty, where a person forgets everything. At that time you see Ahlul Bayt, their wilaya comes in there. Listen to Imam Ali alayhi salam. He said, Ya Ahl Hamdan, man yamut minkum من مؤمن أو كافر أو منافق يرني قبلا. That every person whether it be a mu'min or kafir or munafiq, you will see me before your head. But here's the difference. Al-kafir, when you see Imam Ali, what is the good about saying Imam Ali? Nothing. He says Imam Ali, فَتَزِيدُهُ حَسْرًا. Imam Ali comes and he sees that Imam Ali can help, but he has no any qualification of help of Imam Ali alayhi salam. Then Imam Ali leaves. Then this saying of Imam Ali becomes hasra. It becomes also a stress and more punishment for him or her. And the same thing applies for a munafiq. But for a mu'min, when he appears, what does he do? He says, يُهَوِّنْ عَلَيْهِ سَكَرَاتِ. He makes the difficulty of death ease. Allahu Akbar. Ease. It makes it easier for you. Why? Because you carry the love of Ahlul Beit alayhim as-salam. That the person who carries the love of Ahlul Beit alayhim as-salam, at the time of death, he finds it ease. Very easy. Not the one who doesn't carry the love of Allah. That is number 2. Number 3, another benefit of wilaya Ahlul Bait, which is more important as well, is al-qabr laylat al-dafn. Allahu Akbar. And you know that is another difficult time too. That's why it's called Laylatul Wahsha. The night of loneliness. You and I, we were born. We live with people, mother, father, brothers, sisters. Loved ones are around you. The first night you will be separated from your loved ones is the first night you go in the qabr. Now what happened from the hadith of Imam Jafar al-Sadiq alayhi salam? He said when a person is buried in the qabr, he said there will be 4 lights in his qabr. Say nurun ala ra'si, a light by his head. Wa nurun an yamini, 1 light by his right side. Wa nurun an yasari, 1 light by his left side. Wa nurun ala rijlay, 1 light by his foot. وَنُورٌ فِي أَعْلَى قَبْرٍ, is on top of his qabr. فَيَأْتِي, then Munkar and Nakir, they come. To do what? To ask questions. The immigration officers of Allah. They come to ask you and Ahmed the first questions. Now what happened? The narration said as soon as they approach, they come by your head. فَيَمْنَعُهُ النُّورِ الَّذِي عَلَى رَأْسِهِ. The light that is on your head, it prevents him from questioning. Allahu Akbar. فَيَأْتِي أَنْ يَمِينَ, then he comes by the right side. فَيَمْنَعُهُ ذَلِكَ النُّورِ. The light that is on the right side also stops him from questioning. Then he goes on the left side. Then the light on the left side also stops him. He wants to come this way, he stops. Anytime that the angel wants to come, he prevents him. Then he tries by the foot. Allahu Akbar. Then that angel, that light also is there. He prevents him. Then he wants to come from the top. Then you see 1 light, which is the biggest light on top of all of the light. There is 4. 1 by the head, 1 by the right side, 1 by the left, 1 by the foot. And the biggest one in the top is أَشَدُّهُمْ نُورًا, the strongest light compared to the rest of the 4. Then he wants to come to do the up, then he stops them as well. What happened? Then the angel goes. The angel, then they leave. Allahu Akbar. After he leaves, then the light asks. Ask whom? The light on the head. Man ant. Who is this light? Now remember, our a'mal that we do, salat, fast and hajj, everything that you do as good, yawmul qiyamah, which is in the grave, it becomes nur. Now remember in Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, yawmul qiyamah, the kuffar who don't have the nur, what happened? They see a mu'minun, they have the light. قالوا انظرونا نقتبس من نوركم قيل ارجعوا وراءكم فَالْتَمِسُوا نُورًا. Mu'minun, they say they have the light on their forehead. That light guides them through their way. Al-Kuffar, non-believers, what happened? They are in darkness. They cannot see. When they walk, they fell down. They stand up, they fall. They stand, they fall. Then they turn and say to the mu'mineen, Unzuruna. This is from the Quran. Look at us so we can benefit from your light. Every good thing that you do, Yawm al-Qiyamah, it becomes light. And Yawm al-Qiyamah is started from your grave. So then the light, which is the biggest one, ask the one on the head, Man ant, who is you? Who are you? فيجيب Allahu Akbar, أنا الصلاتك التي كنت تصلي. I'm the salat that you used to perform. That salat, now it becomes a light for you in the grave. Then they ask the one on the right side, Woman, now the salat that you pray, it becomes light for you in the grave. Now the one on the right side, who are you? فَيُجِيب. Then he answers, say, أَنَا الصِّيَامُ. I'm the fasting that you fast in your life. Then they ask the one on the right side, left side, وَمَنْ أَنْتَ? Who are you? This light. فَيُجِيب. And then he answered, I said, أَنَا الْحَجِّ. I'm the Hajj that you performed. Then they asked the one by the foot, Woman ant, who are you? فَيُجِيب. Then he answers, أَنَا الزَّكَاةِ وَالْخُمْسِ. I'm the zakat and khums. Then the four lights, all of them, together collectively, they said to the one who's bigger, they said, Woman ant, who is you? Who are you? They're the biggest light. And then they said to him, الذي أشدنا وأقوانا نورا. Who is the strongest one, the strongest light of all of us? Then the answer comes from that light. فيقول أنا ولايتك لأهل البيت عليهم السلام. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. That's the benefit of Ahlul Beit. Wilayat Ahlul Beit here. Now I want to share with you one hadith. This is not from Shia Ali school. No, look in Tafsir Zamakhshari, one of the Sunni scholars. In his tafsir, it's called Tafsir al-Kashaf. It's beautiful. And take your time and read those beautiful hadiths from this scholar. At the end of this ayah, قُلْ لَا أَسْأَلُكُمْ عَلَيْهِ أَجْرًا إِلَّا الْمَوَدَّةَ فِي الْقُرْبَى. Look at the beautiful hadith that he mentioned. I'm talking about the wilaya, the benefit of Ahlul Beit. That he mentioned, not from the Shia school of thought. He said the benefit of wilaya of Ahlul Beit, that Yawm al-Qiyamah, a person who dies on the love of Ahlul Beit, he will be counted as shaheed Yawm al-Qiyamah. You know the hadith? ألا ومن مات على حب آل محمد مات شهيدا. This is the Zamakhshari in Tafsir al-Kashaf. And you know the benefit of shaheed Yawm al-Qiyamah? Now listen, the benefit of shaheed Yawm al-Qiyamah. And the Quran, Allah said, Yawm al-Qiyamah, there are certain people when they come, they tell them, وَقِفُوهُمْ إِنَّهُمْ مَسْئُولُونَ. Stop them, we have to question them. Your salat, your fast, your hajj. But there are certain people, Quran says, يَدْخُلُونَ الْجَنَّةَ بِغَيْرِ حِسَابٍ. They enter heaven, no question. As soon as they get there, they always tell them, go, 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 go. And I'm going to give an example that we live in. And that example is what? Those of us who drive, when you get to the toll road, some people they have this toll road, right? They have this company. Well, those companies, what do? They already have this stick that they stick on their cars, right? When they get to the toll road, they don't stop. They walk in direct. They go. But those of us who don't have it, what do? You have to stop. And then they have different options. A, if you have exact change, right? 2, if you need help, you need change, you go this way. In any case, you have to stop. But the second one, no, you don't have to stop. You come, you just go there straight as you're walking. No questioning, no stopping. Yawm al-Qiyamah, there are certain people when they come, no question. As they come, the angels, they look at their face, they say, ادخلوا الجنة بغير حساب. You know one of them are who? Shuhada. Shuhada, when they come Yawm al-Qiyamah, the angels, they look at them, and then the hadith said, إِنَّ اللَّهَ يَسْتَحِي, Allah feels shy to question you. ادخلوا الجنة. Now you, a person who carries the wilaya of Ahlul Beit, as soon as you get there, they say you also are counted as shaheed. ادخلوا الجنة بغير حساب. That's one of the benefits of wilaya of Ahlul Beit. Another one before I get to the point, that is shafa'a of Ahlul Beit alayhim as-salam. Yawm al-Qiyamah is one of the most important days. The people will be looking for help from any angle. If I can't help somebody, I have to run away from him. يَوْمَ يَفِرُّ الْمَرْءُ مِنْ أَخِيهِ وَأُمِّهِ وَأَبِيهِ وَصَاحِبَتِهِ وَبَنِيهِ. On that day, Allahu Akbar, if you are carrying a small dot of the love of Ahlul Bayt, you know what happens? Allah, you have at least a hope of shafa'ah of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. And the biggest shafa'ah that we all should be asking and hoping for is the shafa'ah of Imam Hussein alayhi salatu wasalam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. That's why in ziyarat of Imam Hussein, you see part of the ziyarah we say, Allahumma rzuqni shafa'at al-Hussein yawm al-wurud. You know why? Wallah, look at the hadith. All the imams, they do shafa'ah. Yawm al-Qiyamah. Quran will do shafa'ah. Al-Mu'min will do shafa'ah. Allah will do shafa'ah. Angels will do shafa'ah. Ulama, they do shafa'ah. But no shafa'ah is given to anybody like shafa'ah of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. The narration says, Yawm al-Qiyamah, Allah will say to Imam Hussein, Ishfa' hatta tarda. Allahu Akbar. Ishfa', meaning intercede as much as you want until you become satisfied, until your satisfaction. That is why when we ask, I say, Allahumma rzuqna shafa'at al-Hussein. All the imams, they do shafa'ah, but we always concentrate on what? On Imam Hussein, because his shafa'ah is not like anybody's shafa'ah. And that is the benefit of wilaya of Ahlul Beit. This is Yawm al-Qiyamah. One of the Ashab al-Shafa is Imam Zein al-Abedeen. Imam Zein al-Abedeen is known as one of the most crying people, one of the 5. In Hadith, we have 5 people who are known as the most crying people in the planet. Nobody cries like them. And by the way, some of us, we think crying is not a good thing. Some of us, when we talk about crying, they say, why are you crying? Are you a lady? And like, the ladies only have to cry. Men, no crying. Allahu Akbar. Read in Surah At-Tawbah. Allah says, فَلْيَضْحَكُوا قَلِيلًا وَلِيَبْكُوا كَثِيرًا. Allah says, let them laugh little. And when they cry, little, no, let's kathir, a lot. Crying is a good thing. Especially if it's about Allah and khashiyatillah. Even look, all the marajah, sunnatan and shia, in fact, they say yustahab, it's mustahab, to cry in salat, khashiyatan lillah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If it's for the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is how much crying is important. Huh? Now let me take you from the research part. This has nothing to do with Quran, Hadith, no. You know why the researchers, I was reading one of the magazines a few years ago, and the researchers found that one of the reasons why women live longer than men is because they cry more than you and I. And you want to live longer? Or not, stop crying. Huh? You want to live longer? This is a researcher. They have nothing to do with Quran. They haven't seen Allah said, وَلْيَبْكُوا كَثِيرًا. No, they just research. Why is it women, they live longer than men? They say one of the reasons is because women, they cry. And when they cry, all the stress come out. But you and I, we pile them, and it becomes a huge problem in your life. Now Islam said, release it in the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Imam Zein al-Abedeen was one of them. There are 5 people who are known as most crying people in Islam. 4 of them are men, 1 woman. Allahu Akbar. The first one is Adam alayhi salam. Adam cried so many years because of his son, Qabil and Habil. Number 2 reasons he cried. Number 2, they said, خُرُوجُهُ مِنَ الْجَنَّةِ إِلَى الْأَرْضِ. When Allah sent him out of heaven, these 2 reasons, Adam cries so much. That is 1. Number 2, Yaqub al-Nabi. Yaqub, when he lost his son, separation from his son, Yusuf alayhi salam. And Quran mentioned, وَبِيَضَّتْ عَيْنَاهُ مِنَ الْحُزْنِ فَهُوَ كَظِيمٌ. So many years. Some narrations say almost 40 years he was crying till he lost his own eyes. That is how much Yaqub used to cry. That's number 2. Number 3, whom? Yusuf, his son. Allahu Akbar. Yusuf also cried for his father for ages when he was in the prison. For what? For separation as well from his father. Because Yusuf and Yaqub, they have a very strong relationship. Very strong relationship. From when Yusuf was child, everything happened to him, he tells his father Yaqub. They have a very strong bond. That's why in Surah Yusuf, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, when Yusuf saw a dream, as soon as he woke up from the bed, the first thing he did was to go and consult his father. يا أبت إني رأيت 11 كوكبا والشمس والقمر رأيتهم لي ساجدين. He said, Dad, I saw 11 stars, moon, and also the sun. I saw them bowing down to me. In Tafsir al-Ahlam, the 11 stars was his brothers. The sun and the moon is his mother and the father. He saw all of them, they were bowing down. Allahu Akbar. But Yusuf alayhi salam, he was child. But Yaqub, he knew what this dream means. Immediately said to his son, لا تقصص رؤياك على إخوتك. Don't tell this story. This means to your brothers. Why? And he told them the reason why don't tell them. He said, فَيَكِيدُوا لَكَ كَيْدًا. Because you may understand this is something important. That is Yusuf alayhi salam. So after he was separated from his father, he cried so many years until the day he met his father. That is number 3. Number 4, Imam Zein al-Abedeen salamullah. Number 5, the lady, Fatima salamullah. Fatima alayhi salam was known as one of the most crying women. That the narration said, every single night when the entire Medina become quiet, all you can hear is the buka, the crying of Fatima. Especially after the death of Rasulullah. She always goes to the grave of the Prophet and cries, and she said, Ya abati, oh my father, صُبَّتْ عَلَيَّ مَصَائِبٌ لَوْ أَنَّهَا صُبَّتْ عَلَى الْأَيَّامِ سَرْمَ لَيَالِي. That is Zahra salamullah. That is one of the merit of Imam Zein al-Abedeen. Number 2, I don't have time, so I'm just going to end it here. But I want this to be a take-home message to all of us. Imam Zein al-Abedeen, salamullah alayh, he divided his night, not his day, night, in 3 parts. Some of us will have 1 part. Right? You know what that part is? Sleeping. If you want to add something on it, snoring. Right? That's all. At night, that's all. What? And it's good because Quran says, وَجَعَلْنَا النَّوْمَ سُبَاتًا. Allah said, it's night for resting. So yes, it's your right to rest. Nobody bothers you about that. But the point is this. Imam Zein al-Abedeen, your Imam, he divides his night into 3. Sa'atun lil-nafs. 1 part of his night is for himself, which is sleeping and resting. It's the right of your body to rest. That's 1 part of the night. Number 2, the other part, what does he do? لِرَبِّهِ. Allah, if you and I, even if you cannot do 3, I don't ask you 3, just do 2. Just start with 2. Just have 1 part of night Lillahi subhanahu wa ta'ala. Imam Zein al-Abedeen. That is number 2. That Imam Zein al-Abedeen, no night ever passed by without praying and spending time with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Some narration they said, every night he has dedicated to pray 1,000 rakah. 1,000 rakah. Allahu Akbar. Now if you want to start, don't even think about 1,000. Don't think about 100. Just 2 rakah. Just 2 rakah. I want to be like Imam Zein al-Abedeen, that from tonight, before I go to bed, I'm going to give 2 rakah prayer for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and following the step of my Imam Zein al-Abedeen. That is the second part of his life. Night. Number 3. The third part of his night is knocking the door of masakeen and the orphans. Looking who are the needies in the society. Who are the ones who slept all night without food. That is one of the things that Imam Zein al-Abedeen used to do. Allah, if any one of us can take this lesson from Imam Zein al-Abedeen, just implement this, one of these things, brothers, in 40 days of your life and see how much your life can change for the best. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to be the true followers of Imam Zein al-Abedeen. Ya Allah, we ask you, do not end our life unless we are true followers of Imam Zein al-Abedeen. Ya Allah, we ask you, help us to learn from Ahlul Beit and help us to implement whatever we learn from them. Ya Allah, we ask you, the first night in our graves, Ya Allah, we ask you the help of Ahlul Beit alayhi salam. Ya Allah, we ask you, Yawm al-Qiyamah, grant us the shafa' of Ahlul Beit alayhi salam. Ya marhumin and Ya marhumat, may Allah be pleased with them and be pleased with anybody who recites Surah Al-Fatiha with the salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad.